See, this right here is a really important video for me because one reason. When I was much younger, first of all, I've been questioning my existence since I've been 14, man. Like, literally. And around the time when I was a kid, I used to have literal Indian and Native American dreams of them just being slaughtered, like this thing that looked like war in a bunch, right? Now, when I was younger though, I would consider myself an atheist. I don't even know why I was having these dreams. Then I realized, bro, first of all, I'm Native American, Indian, the originals. And the thing is I don't even know why I claimed to really be atheist. But at the time, that's what I thought I was. I like science. I was like, logically explaining things. But never had a logical explanation for sleep paralysis. Now, this isn't the topic of the video. The topic of the video is talking about the law of attraction and what it is. Now, I was gonna save this video and not make this now, but I decided, let me make this video now. So here, we have my black book. And I'm gonna show you now. You know what? I'm gonna have to be a bit honest. I kind of want to show the picture instead of showing everything I have written down. I almost like want to do a quick flash, but because certain things in here I'm still creating, so you don't want to show people what you're creating. But the biggest thing is using the law of attraction looks different for everybody. I want to get that out the way now because it's like the best way, bro. My cousin, it's all credit to her for saying this fire quote. Like, well, I'm quoting her, but it wasn't a quote at the time. And it was that manifesting, the law of attraction, reality being an emotional mirror, whatever you want to call it, works like transportation. You understand it, but applying it is a much different thing. You have to understand, you can take all the knowledge in the world, but everyone knows applying it is a different thing. It's much different. You feel much different anyways. I would say you feel better. What just fell out was my D&D character. But in truth, you feel a lot better. And the transportation little analogy she gave is that all the techniques that you see online are literally the transportation technique, or like the transportation choices. Let me get back in the loop. I got passionate, so I start, because I see like the 444 method, the 369. Now I like 369 because I see it everywhere. And I like Nikola Tesla, and I feel like that man did not get the credit he deserved and everything along the lines of that. All right, we back. All right, so I actually found a way to show you guys so you guys do not crack jokes on me about what I'm writing, but that's all part of it. It's all part of the fun, and you got to capture the feeling. So right here, I'm going to show you the date that I created this. It's May 13th this year. Ooh, right there, May 13th. You ready? Boom. My black Honda Civic. And in brackets, already mine. So this is me after the fact, just to say that the accident wasn't my fault. I was the passenger. Because like I said, if you heard me in my other videos, I created that manifestation and gave it to someone else. But we're going to get into that video in another day, so don't you worry. All right, back to the video. A month ago, my ass did not even have a driver's license. I'm writing in a book about how I'm enjoying my black Honda Civic. That's why you have artists like Russ writing in his book talking about being delusional. Not only that, for some people who get started with the law, sometimes it'll take 6 months, sometimes it'll take 2 weeks. It really depends on your belief in yourself and how fast you can make the law work. Again, I think one of the worst things you can do for yourself, just click to me on what I was saying in the beginning, is focusing too much on techniques. Like this person releases a video, 555 method, 369 method, freaking candle meditation this. It all works. but it depends on you and what technique works for you. Even coming up with your own is like changing the game, but it's all the same thing. Like Max again said to me, he didn't say he didn't like, but I seen an interview where he did say he didn't like how people call it like the law of attraction, but it's not even, you can go past that and just see it as reality being an emotional mirror. Like you literally get what you put in, it comes back to you. So just like I did this though, and that's why I want to tap into that part about talking about rust, is it is delusion. Like literally I didn't even drive yet. I've driven before, but I didn't have my license. How was it going to be my car? And it's just so funny because even writing it down, I was laughing, like saying like I've never done affirmations like that. I did mental affirmations, but I didn't think affirmations work. On here I have, right here, I am a champion, I'm the embodiment of greatness, I am love, I'm real, I'm loyal, I stay to my promises. All things that really do resonate with me. And I kept those in my head, and just eventually it becomes second nature. So one thing that I want to teach in another video, or just shed some light on, is if you do this is the biggest thing I learned from affirmations. If you do them consistently and constantly, you will negate you'll negate everything negative that goes on in your mind. So if you have any thoughts that are like just like self-deprecating, it'll push those out. It will literally push those out. And then you'll be able, if you're in an environment where it's like chaotic thoughts, so say you got like 7 siblings, you'll start to be able to recognize which thoughts are yours and which thoughts are the environment. You'll be able to decipher. So that's what I like about affirmations. But when I'm actually creating something and manifesting something, I like to literally just focus on saying I am that thing or I have that thing. And literally, well, I know it was a month later. I was gonna see in the book if it was a month later because I ended up writing the next car I want to try to do. But pretty much every single day. Let me see if I can. See, because I don't know if I written it in order. But let me see. Got affirmations like I'm abundant. So right here. Okay. Boom. Let me cover this up. This is the next. It's a couple pages in. Right here in the middle. My black Honda Civic. May 17th. And it just keeps going. It just keeps going consistently. I did that for, I think, literally only 2 weeks straight, or maybe 3 weeks, but within a month, found a guy on Facebook Marketplace. And I kept saying in my head, like, we're gonna get into the next part, but found a guy out like an hour away from me with a Honda Civic, 2005, 82K miles, perfect condition. It was crazy. Bottom a little rusty, but everything was so good. We took the Honda Civic, and now if you guys know about Civics, they're super reliable, and that's what I did my research before. Like I was getting everything. Like that's kind of what you need to do. You need to get so encapsulated in the energy of everything. You know the car, you know the model, you're there, you get in, it's like so immersed in the emotion that you can't even tell reality from fiction. Like you really can't tell because your subconscious part of your mind can't tell. When you're feeling good or feeling bad, that's all your subconscious mind absorbs. That's why they say the conscious mind is the defender for the feminine, which is your subconscious mind. So if all day long things are negatively happening to you, just like in the holographic universe, when I read about one of the Holocaust survivors, all he kept in his mind was that he understood everything going on around him and that he would get out of this. He said he would get out of it. It's like he knows why they're torturing. He accepts everything that's happened to him, but he will survive this. He didn't even, it's like his eyes weren't there. It's like he was literally making himself blind to the events around you. And that's what I'm talking about when I go back to delusion. You have to be delusional to your environment. Don't you're making maybe, 2K a month from your job, whatever. You have to be able to completely just cut that out. and it works. And I'm gonna show the picture of the black Honda Civic, and then I'm gonna show the destruction of the Honda Civic, and get into what happened with that. But pretty much that's it. It's that simple. You just have to focus, and then let it go. That's another important part too. Let it go. Let it out your mind. Let it out your mind. A month. I didn't even need a license where I was. I didn't need a car. But I decided one day, I'm gonna do that. And I did it within a month's time. I don't know. I don't know if you need any more proof than that, but that's it. Reality is an emotional mirror. Now go out and create some shit. You are the gods in this game. Love y'all. Much love and moonlight. Peace.